doing it. Farming. You are now watching Farming with Duffy Ag. Welcome back to the channel. We're gonna give it a little harvest action here. Should be able to get some more corn off. This buggy's got some grain in it, some corn in it from previously. To get it off of here. And probably direct load the semi with the combine just because of where it's sitting. We'll see how much is actually there. It should just be one load. So, dang. Shaking around, guys. Appreciate you guys watching along. So let's get into today. Look at Evan, all happy. Just about empty. So explain what you're doing with the rotary mower. Why do you rotary mow corn stalks?
Because everybody tells me not to.
Alrighty, it's a fall management practice as far as rotary mowing corn stalks. It doesn't have a chopper head, so then there's a lot of residue, which means then when you plow it next time, or disc it or whatever he plans on doing, you got to work through that residue. So rotary mowing corn stalks, or mowing corn stalks, or raking corn stalks and using them as bales, it's all part of it. So we're gonna run this rotary mower down. It's on the 4440, and Evan's father is gonna run this and the corn stalks that we combined the other day. Evan's gonna bring the semi down, and we're gonna move the semi and the combine. So yeah, we'll get going. Beautiful day. Homer headed out to rotary mow a little bit.
Brush hog, yes.
Brush hog. You don't call it rotary mow?
This isn't New England.
Huh?
This isn't New England.
Wow. You gonna take him?
No.
He's gonna ride with me? Load up. We'll go jump in. Haven't rode in the combine at all this year. So all of this was underwater.
Yeah, all about little.
Was this one the Dugway washed out at the same time?
Yes.
Because we've been up there, so you gotta watch previous videos on that one. But bridge washed out. They still haven't fixed that.
That'll be a couple of years yet, I'm sure.
Couple years.
About from us to the truck is about the highest point of the whole entire field, and that wasn't underwater.
Otherwise, you fought logs and everything else in this field all spring, right?
Yeah, I had
Clean up.
Had to have my cousin's husband come with his track skid loader and my skid loader, and we struggled to clear all of it off. Him, not so much. Me, yes. My skid loader did not like the mud, even months later.
Yeah. But you're right next to the river here, and everything flooded. How many inches of rain did you get?
5 inches in less than 2 hours.
This channel as well?
Yeah. Same variety that we found the other day.
So we did the math on the variety we did the other day. It was about 215. So it was definitely over 200, closer to the 215. So not bad corn for up here, right? You don't get the 300 bushel corn up here?
No.
Not with the short day season?
No, I wish. I plant all short day corn. I don't strive for the extra.
There was a lot of people that mentioned when I made the comment that the Midwest has a lot easier, the ground and whatnot compared to here. Would you have to agree with that?
Yes. It's hard to see, but not only did we clear this off, this end is full. Well, pretty much the whole thing. It's, when we say gravel, it's pretty much rock.
Just rock. There's very minimal topsoil in a lot of places in the Northeast. If you don't know.
And this is river bottom, and it's full of rocks.
Yeah. So makes it interesting. I didn't mean to offend anybody when I said the Midwest has better ground and better conditions, but it usually does. So well, if the Midwest is getting a drought, usually we're getting a drought too. So yeah, he battles a little bit of weed pressure here because, well, it was flooded, so everything and anything that came down the river ended up in this field. But probably pretty good corn here. I gotta pull this up so that he can unload into it. A lot of progress today. Well, he told me no good, so let's see what's broken. So this little square that goes in just came out. Put it back in. Needs a little bit of love. Why do you run clapped out stuff like me and everybody else in the world?
No, you joined my club.
I joined your club? Everybody, well, not everybody. There's a few. Hey, Yank up. Come on. It's over in the neighbor's yard. There's a few people that are like, oh, you run clapped out junk stuff. You understand that most farmers do not have new equipment. Like, Yanko, come on. Especially ones that are getting into it. So take on a lot of debt. New equipment is not your first purchase. So he's unloading. Gotta watch the power lines and whatnot. Come here. Can't just hang out in everybody's yard. Come here. So there's people that always ask when we're harvesting corn silage, why is it not brown like this? So you're waiting for the right moisture. Corn silage, it's going to be wetter, but this is what it does. So it's pulling it in, and you can see the cobs actually coming off the whole ear. Brings it in through here, strips the kernels off of the cobs through multiple processes, and then you end up with just the kernels in there. That's supposed to be a good clean sample, and that's looking pretty good. So
Just trying to make Frank proud.
yeah, if you have too much cob and foreign debris and everything, you get docked on it. So try to do the best job you can. Little unload in action. So the shaft slid out of it, so we got it back in. We just got to keep an eye on it. It's got a little retainer or something that needs to be replaced, actually put on. But I put it back together not thinking, and the knives were cutting and the knives were hitting each other, so I had to pull that back out, which was rather convenient because I needed a magnet to pull the metal piece out of it, and you guys are sitting on a magnetic base, so actually worked really good. First I tried using my whole light flashlight because that's magnetic on one end. Then I was like, wait. And I grabbed the base of you guys, and well, away he goes. So just chopping this down more so it starts breaking down, and then it makes it easier next year for tillage work, either in the fall or in the spring. On corn ground like this, if you break it up into little pieces and it sits all winter, it will break down, and then you got residue, and when you work it in, you get that back into the soil. So. Evan's got a little moisture tester. You take the lid off. I'm learning.
You're also in my way.
I know I'm in your way. You reach up and in here. You gotta zero it first.
You gotta put this on.
Put the lid back on. Power it up. .4. That's doable. So the stuff we brought in the other day, that was 21. And in the field it ran from 18 to 22. You tell them, I'll do it. Okay, we're combining. Yep. It's been a year since I've done this.
Was it a year or 2 years? I think it was 2 years.
Oh yeah, last time it was the buggy.
Yeah.
Alrighty, people. Red machines, green machines, everything's here.
Green tractors, red combines.
Is that the proper way?
I guess. You gotta turn your head on.
Yep. I gotta
This
line
is-
myself
this-
up a
yeah.
little bit here.
This ain't no claws.
Can't just fucking. You can't just slam it in and say good.
I mean, you can.
You really gotta clean the beers.
Yeah, it's not that they need to be cleaned. It's they're
Alright, header. Which buttons? What am I doing? Tell me. Just this one?
that one.
Flip up?
You gotta pick up.
Pick up. Toggle. And then this one's the drop. That one.
Forward is the drop.
Forward. It's eating at me because I'm doing such a good job. And then you just go as fast as you can go, right?
I try not to.
What's your running speed right now?
I don't
What do you
much.
figure?
Probably 3 miles an hour. Maybe we can change it. I just watch the rotor speed.
And then just cruise along. Doing it! Farming!
This will be you next year.
With this machine?
I'll sell to you.
I think if we go crop farming some, we gotta get something iconic.
Nice John Deere, like an 8820.
8820, 8 row head, 7520 on a grain buggy.
Sell you a grain buggy too.
You can't sell farming some bitches grain
Yeah.
buggy.
I can sell it to you though.
That's true. It could
Then-
live on vicariously for me.
Yeah. You go farming and I'll retire.
Is that what your plan is?
Some days.
Dips down there a little bit.
Yep.
You can't shove this into the ground like a Kemper head. That doesn't work very well for them.
You can, it just doesn't have the same result.
Events. What are they? Snouts? Row dividers? This one doesn't come with auto steer?
Not mine. Maybe someday.
Evan jumped out, and I don't know what he's doing. I got going a little too fast there, and we had a little too much trash in there. We were talking. I don't know what I'm doing. I know there's people on here think I know what I'm doing. I know there's a lot of people that tell me I don't know what I'm doing, so glad we're all on the same page here. Looks good right now. I just gotta pay attention. This thing needs a little mirror so you can see in the back. Maybe a camera. I'm gonna go with the camera. Maybe I'll get you a Christmas gift. I don't know if our plan is to hit the mill with this load or what. He might have more dry corn. My schedule's kind of changed around a little bit. I'll explain that at some point. So, yeah, I'm combining. This is the second time I've ever done this. I think, yeah. Which means I'll be further ahead. When I bought the self-propelled chopper, I had barely ever run a self-propelled chopper, and I bought one, so at least now I know what I'm getting myself into. Not really. You guys get the point. How this actually runs, so there's a hydrostat just like chopper. Push it forward, you go faster. You pull it back, you go slower. And then you pull it way back, it goes reverse. And then the controls, so the header up, down, the unload spout, that's all on the controls there. Example looks good. Now we're doing it. Get a little too excited. So with the chopper, you can push and push and push, and you can hear it actually bog down. I'm sure in greener corn, stuff like that, the combine would do the same thing. It would struggle. But when you're in drier stuff, if you just push and push, your quality and your cleanliness just goes downhill because you're trying to push too much through the combine at once. A chopper would just plug, so you know that you're doing a bad job. But here you got to focus on a lot of different aspects at the same time. The AC does not work. Well, it works in here, but if you do it and mess with it, it causes it to have some other issues, and then it doesn't work. So that is why I'm sweating quite a bit. Well, it's loaded. Evan's excited. That's his second load of the season. Not 31 ton though, I can tell you that, because the last one I put way more on.
Almost 32.
Almost 32 ton.
The little C12 in the International.
Didn't like it? You know, if you had an R model Mac, it would go anywhere and everywhere.
I don't know about that either.
I do. I got one.
Yeah, I'd do it, but it wouldn't like it.
No, it would. Keeps right up. Those 300 motors are way better than those cat motors, trust me. That'll get everybody going. So, alrighty, we're gonna jump in and rotary mow bush hog.
Get it.
It's making a noise, and I'm not sure. I've checked everything's lined up, so I don't know if something's going in a gearbox, but I'm not risking it. There's no service down here, so I got, I don't know, a quarter of it done. This and then down through the back. We'll go back up to the farm. Alrighty, got it figured out. Well, probably found a rock. Definitely found a rock. That field was full of them. Look at that. Yeah, that shield's all bent back, so it lost the nut and the bolt right there. Pulled it back, so just fix that and then we'll be good to go. But alrighty, that's gonna do it for today. We got some action in. Well, actually, we might take the truck to the mill, and I might show you the mill in the daylight. Maybe we'll do that. And we're off to the mill. So it is 7 o'clock and we're rolling back into here. And we were here the other day unloading the trailer and leaving. And you guys can see a little bit of what's going on here. So this is FS. Yep. And they got quite the setup here. So FS, and then it's wow, I can't even think of the name now. Gold, something gold. Look at that. Parlor, Interrogator, or Rogator, I guess they are. And then they got a bunch of storage in there. They got another Prowler with a dry fertilizer box. They got an R model. Ooh, wow, okay. Let's go see this one. All right, all right, all right. Look at this rig. Hell yeah. That's a sharp rig. That's cool. So, another Interrogator with dry fertilizer with a boom on it. This is a spreader truck here. And then liquid tankers for fertilizer, probably, more than likely. Could be, yeah, fertilizer, I would say. Alrighty, we're over here. Gold Star. Oop, deer sprayer right there. Yeah, this is Gold Star. Now I'm remembering things. But yeah, in the daylight it looks a little bigger, right? A little bigger. So we unloaded over here, which she's gonna unload in the same spot tomorrow morning. The reason he brings the truck down is then he doesn't have to make the trip in the morning, and he does go to work. So, but being the first one here, actually Sean Baldwin might be here before anybody else tomorrow. I think he's bringing in corn too. And Sean, if we're not here in time, he'll run that truck over the scales, get everything lined up. So we will see, but yeah, few bins indeed, right? Made it safe and sound. How many pounds do you think are on there?
Tons, probably.
Well, no, pounds. We got to go by pounds.
I don't know, 25, 26 ton. Whatever.
Whoever guesses the closest number to what this weighs gets a t-shirt. And
Wow.
and Evan will sign the back of the sticker.
If I know how.
So whoever gets closest weight of what is actually in the trailer. So keep in mind, I put 31 and a half. So pounds, guess it. We're not doing kgs and we're not doing tons because that's just, yeah, too close. But alrighty, that's their most recent bin.
Yep, corn storage. But that's always the issue here.
Corn storage.
Next two are beans.
These two here? Or?
Nope. These two. When they're full, they're
this
full.
one and that one.
Yeah, when they're full, they're full. That's pretty much it for beans.
That's all they take for beans? And then
unless they're dry.
So
the little one is a wet bin.
Wet bin right there.
There's one identical to it, which each one of them I believe are 100 ton apiece. So there's 200 ton of wet bin, and then the bin right next to it to the right of it.
The 58 bin.
Yes, that is what they turn around and use as a wet bin, I believe, once we really get into corn. And I want to say it was 600 ton.
You guys don't go by bushels, but at mills they do. At mills they do tons because they're delivering tons of feed.
Everybody's different. I'm still a dairy guy, so
Big dairy guy. But there you go. You guys get to see something because tomorrow morning it's gonna be dark. But alrighty, we're out of here. Appreciate you guys watching along. See you guys on the next one. Have a good one.